shiny, 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 shiny. Yeah! This is a original Jtag Xbox 360. I think we sorted back in 2007. It's a bit naughty. I'm going to show you how it plays. I'm going to set it out on the Elgato in a minute and give you a run through. But this isn't a ring of death. That's what the ring of death does. But I've hopefully combated that with my little fan mods that I've done. I've done a few other things. I've put like little LEDs in there and stuff. So it's pretty. You see all blue and red in there, and it shines out the back blue and red. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I try not to use it too much because they're getting rare, and as you know, the 360s do ring of death quite easy, so I tend not to use it really. But I'll give you a run through what the menus look like, and we'll go from there. He's a bit naughty, so Hi guys, welcome to my 360 Jtag tutorial. I'm just showing you basically what you can do with a Jtag. Now, all the games that I own and homebrew, well, not so much homebrew because it's freeware anyway, but the games that I own that are on the hard drive I've got originally, so you know, as far as I'm concerned, I've got the copyright. But it's just nice to have a Jtag box because you've got the load times, you don't have to worry about putting discs in. You can put other stuff on there, but the only thing is you lose the functionality of being able to go online with a Jtag console. I mean, you could do, but you get banned, so it's not really worth it. There's more to it than that, but this is really just for educational purposes for you lot. Apparently they're getting scarce now. You can't get a Jtag 360 or buy the chips. Apparently, I haven't looked, but you can get what's called reset glitch hacks that freeze the CPU and inject code or something like that. I'm out of it now, so I don't really know how it works, but I'm going to give you a run through what the dash looks like, what the console can do, what it's like owning that opened up 360, and other stuff I'm not going to mention. I'm going to show you. It's quite cool. I'm just going to boot it up. I've got it running at 720p at 50 frames per second, because as I said in a couple of previous videos, my Elgato isn't a 1080p 60 frames per second, so I can get 720p 60 frames or 50 frames on 720. And again, apparently most of the games on the 360 were written in 720p and just upscaled, so this is what we would call freestyle dash. Now, Jtag in a 360 isn't easy by any means. I've pulled this out because, I mean, you guys probably know I collect consoles. I've got about 40 odd of them and other computers, but I don't display anything. You can see around, this is my place, and I don't display any games or anything. It's all packed away, keeping the light out, because I do a lot of the retro bright stuff. I don't like the sunlight getting to it because you're going to have to treat it sooner or later again anyway, so it stays away mint condition. But you can, again, I'll put a link or a card up in a minute, and you can have a look at all the retro bright stuff that I've done. Basically, you just anything that's white, you recolor white, or sorry, anything that was white had gone yellow over the years, and you recolor it white with a special solution that you can make. So anyway, going off topic a bit, so we've got a basic open tray. This is my gamer tag. You can't really do too much because, again, you're not online, so it's basically locked out. It will save all your game progress and whatnot though. I've upgraded the hard drive, and you can see in the top right, 320 gig. I pulled that out of a set-top box and put it in, just in a standard hard drive caddy, on top of the 360. These are the 360 games list. Just again, you need it online and stuff like that to get all the covers, and I've had it online just to do updates on a certain server and that, but you know, just stuff that I've put on here I've not really bothered with. But these are ready to play. You could play these straight off. So just loads of old games on here. I haven't used this for a while, like I say. They're getting scarce, and I know what these are like for red ringing. Apparent pain in the arse. Xbox Live Arcade, some Xbox Live games. You know, there's one game on there. You know, Homebrew. This is the NAND flasher and stuff like that. All the different bits to get it running. You don't normally touch all this. This is just how the 360 boots up and runs hacked code to get the dash in. You got your Xbox classic games. If you haven't formatted your hard drive, there is classic emulation on there, and you can. Some games are backward compatible, as you know, and you can put your Xbox classic games and rip them straight to the hard drive. So original Xbox. I was a Splinter Cell and Halo man. I've only got a couple on there. I was just testing to see if it works. And this is the bit I wanted to show you. This is quite interesting. Again, no covers. These are all emulators. Again, I've got original systems and I've got the original games. Commodore 64. So again, it's Commodore 64 emulator. Amiga emulator, they all run. Pretty good stuff. I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, it's pretty good. You can put different players on here. You can put MKVs, ripped Blu-rays, anything. Just, you know, it's pretty cool. There's your normal file manager. This is a skin, by the way. You don't have to have it looking like this. There's other skins. You can have an XP look if you want, or Windows 7, or anything. You can make your own skins for it. I've done that in the past. So these are basically all your network shares. Samba for Linux. These are your hard drives. That's your internal. And again, most of this you won't really... I mean, I've added bits and bobs to this, but most of this you won't touch because it's all system files and it's not good to touch it at all. Wouldn't even bother. Game, that's another partition, I think. That's used by the system. Again, I think that might be... What is that? Oh, that might be something to do with the temporary dash in RAM. It's created a game drive. I used to know a lot about this, but I've been out of it for a couple of years. Now this is where you can extract your music. Again, the 360 and the original Xbox, you used to be able to play your own music in the background, so the game music. DVD extract to do that. That's also for ripping games straight to the hard drive, whether if you really want it. Credits. These are guys that wrote the skin, all the programmers and stuff. Good bunch of guys. Again, skins. You can have the original Blade skin. So it is a copy of the original Dash, but it's not the actual Dash. It's just an overlay on the newer Dashes. That's a default Dash that comes with this freestyle Dash, and the one I like, I love this look, it's brilliant. I've tweaked it a little bit. Settings, you'll be amazed what sort of settings are on this. I'll go through it, I won't go through a lot. Yeah, again, I'm not on the network. Loads of different info. You can customize it to your heart's content. It's really, really good. There is, I think it's this. If not, let's just have a look. I've got to refresh my memory. Is it ConnectX? Yeah, I think it's either JQE 360 or ConnectX. I think Connect X, this plugin, you can have a share on your PC, and you can have all your games in ISO format in there, and the Xbox will automatically read the ISO straight from the network. So that's good. You don't even have to have a massive drive to have games on the Jtag or Reset Glitch. Good bit of kit. I've never used it. I think, what's this one? Yeah, it's just a screenshot plugin. Yeah, it must be JQE 360. That is sort of it's sort of like a custom Xbox Live. If you do risk getting your games online, and I tell a lie, I don't think you can block Xbox Live access, so it will block the IPs it connects to and ports, so you can put it online without risk. You can do that all in the dash flash settings. It's going to get complicated, so I'm going to try and keep it basic. But you can link it to this site, put username and password in, and you run a bit of software on your PC, if I can remember rightly, and it creates the servers that Xbox Live would have, and you can still link up with other players. You can't go to the Xbox Live bit on the game. The only bit you can use is the system link settings. So it's only the games with system links. If there isn't an Xbox Live option in that game, if there isn't a system link option in that game and only Xbox Live, you're stuffed. Which I found on some games. Dash updates, weather settings, yeah. But the most important one, I think, I've used in the past, in the content settings, you can customize how your fades work on the skins. Marketplace, that's all the box content, like all the cover work, custom cover sizes. This is a good thing. That's it, the manage game paths. This is where everything sits on your hard drive. You can tell it when it boots into this skin, you can tell it to look at, I mean, I've created these drawers, but for certain things it will look for certain things in certain drawers, if you know what I mean. So for emulators, it will look in emulation, games, an Xbox Media Center. I've got a hotkey on start. It should boot up Xbox Media Center, but I can't remember what I've set that to. I can run it manually. I might show you that in a bit, but as if it runs on this. I'm not sure Xbox Media Center run on this. I think the original Xbox it did. I could try it in a minute. But yeah, the Kodi everyone's using at the moment, Xbox Media Center was the original software. They've just converted it, so yeah, it's quite good stuff. Again, I think one of the most important things I've ever said to other people, if they're scared about their ring of death, this is another good thing about the Reset Glitch hack. Jtag or Reset Glitch hack. Check this out. You might be able to hear that, but you can manually adjust your fan speed, which is really good. You know, because I just don't think the fan management on the 360 was ever that good. I mean, that's roaring right now. I don't know if you can hear that, but I've never heard a 360 roar like that. And this is what gets me sometimes. You think, well, if the fans could run that loud, surely it would be better running it that loud than making your console. I know it's a bit of a balance, you know. Do you have a loud console and still be able to play it, or do you have a ring of death, you know, and just add quiet fan speeds? I don't know. I mean, I put it on auto because, again, I've done the fan mod on top. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, you could run it a couple of % above. I mean, normally, a lot of my mates, if they got their surround sound going and all the guns blasting, you're not going to hear the fans anyway. So yeah, the load times again, they're a lot better. Have a look at some of the emulators. And quite cool. Let's have a look at some of the NES stuff. Again, this takes a lot to get, to get on here. You've got to get hold of the software first, and then all the games, if you own most of the games. Yeah. I can't even remember how to use it now, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, I don't know, should I try just Airwolf, I don't know. So, yeah, awesome. You can actually you can change all the buttons as well. You can do, everything like that. You can remap everything. Don't even know how this works. Oh. No, I'm shit at this. But yeah, it's a nice bit of kit. I know I'm gabbling a little bit too much, but there's not a lot of people that done a lot of in-depth reviews on it, so I thought I'd have a go. And I've got the hardware just sitting there doing nothing, being collected, and it's getting a bit rarer. So I thought while it's running, I'll show you. How do I get out of it? There you go. Oh no, that's the. That's the menu system. That was a back and start combo. If you press that back and start combo on your joypad, it will take a screenshot. That's in any game, and on the dash anywhere. So that's running in the background all the time. That's a good bit of kit. It's normally one of these little. Maybe I need to. Just come out of it. Don't know how to get out of that one. Normally it's a bit simpler than that. You're clicking a joystick or something. But again, you got the Amiga stuff. That's a pain in the arse sometimes, although it works. You got to inject ROMs. You got to do this. You got to do that. It's so laborious because you can put a mouse and keyboard on this in this as well. Because you've got the two USB slots on the front. It will just pick up mouse and keyboard. But getting the Amiga stuff running is a nightmare sometimes. If you're really finicky like me and you want a precise system. Sometimes it's a nightmare to get going, but I don't even know if I've set it up right, and this is another thing it'll do. If it's not set up right, it'll just go black screen. Yeah, I've got not even set up the ROM. Yeah, it is a pain in the arse. I didn't get around to sorting this out, I remember now. But yeah, I mean, it's all definitely there. This Commodore 64 one just works off, because again, the ROMs, well, there is no ROMs, it's just as it is. And goes just some of my favourite games I've had since I was young. Bruce Lee is one of my favourites. Burger Chase, classic game. Some really good stuff here. But again, it's funny. I mean, I like it on all this. It's brilliant, but I do like the old hardware. I just like the feel of having the old hardware and waiting ages for a tape. I think it's just the nostalgia of it all. I mean, some of you guys would probably agree with us there. I think you can fast forward it as well. Yeah, there you go. Which is cool. This is the other problem. You've got to click the stick in and... What is it, space? Yeah. Yeah. I can't think. You can move the keyboard around, but... Yeah, it's a pain in the arse, isn't it? F7. You see what I mean? That's the only pain about it. If you need the keyboard, it does get a bit... And then you've got to remember how to swap joystick ports. I can't remember how you do it. See, you know, it's good. It's good. It runs, but unless you've got mouse and keyboard and that, it's a bit finicky. Okay, so here's a way of swapping joystick ports. Oh, there you go. Nope, still not working. Oh, here you go. Here we go. So 2. Oh! I mean, I can complete this game. Well, I used to be able to complete this game without getting killed. Once. I think the bit that I did get killed on, there used to be a bit that you can make the screen bigger as well. Ah. Okay, I won't do that because that's gonna... $720. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to mess about with this. But yeah, you get the idea. Pretty neat. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it's the level where you get the funny little dots. The funny little dots that go... There's 2 dots that do that. And it goes... That level, I always get done on. Always. Always get done on that level. I lose most of my lives on that. But once I've... Yeah, about 3... Well, probably loads when I was younger, but quite recent. I've been pretty good at not dying on it. But, cool. The timing on that's got to be really, you know, bang on. So, that's a quick run through. I could show you a quick what's homebrew. I mean, this is other code that, you know, if you guys want to write stuff, you can put that in there. And there is a program which is pretty cool. I'll just show you quick. I think I've got to run it manually. It looks like the Xbox crashes, but it doesn't. Is it XM360? Oh yeah. Let's see if Xbox Media Center runs. No. That's for the original Xbox. It never ever run on a 360, which is a shame. I don't know why they didn't carry it on. But I've put it on there just in case. In case I ever get it going. Yeah, this is it. If you do end up putting... Again, this is all in Xbox. XEX is an Xbox executable, which is clever, isn't it? Not EXE. It looks like it's crashed, but it takes a while. This basically, when you put games on, I keep saying basically, I'm terrible for that. When you put games on your hard drive, when you add games on, or when you add add-ons to games, you normally have to buy them off of the store, off of Xbox Live, or you can buy the voucher codes and put it in online and it unlocks it, whatever. But this, if the game's already got the bits in and you just need a code, this will just open all the codes. So because you've locked out of Xbox Live, and if it's your game and you want bits and bobs open, you can open little bits or you can open a whole lot. So this is basically showing the DLC for games, and basically it just unlocks all your DLC. So the whole lot. There you go, high-tech pack for Hitman Absolution. I mean, whatever I've got on there, it will do. It just, you know, what's that? Fable Anniversary. So it's got the armor pack unlocked, creature pack. If you don't want to cheat, you can do one by one. But you know, the world's your oyster with this. It's you know, yeah, it's a good little system. Again, you know, don't get yourself in trouble with it. But if you want to play about, it's nice to have. If you can get hold of a Jtag, keep it, because they're going up. A lot of people, you know, they're sought after. It's nice having the CPU there, the GPU. Counters or temperatures. Yeah, quite happy with it. So anyway, I'll probably just show you again quick, just show the loading times. It's funny, I I had Far Cry 4 on the Xbox One as well. Where is it? And basically, saying basically again. And is it no it's Far Cry Primal I completed on the Xbox One, and it took the same amount of time it's taken me to get halfway through this. And I've come back to this a couple of months ago, just to see what the graphics were like compared. You know, I'm used to the Xbox One, and go back a bit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's you can feel how juddery it is now, and how much graphics I try and pump into a console at the end of its life. Yeah, so in some scenes it was almost impossible to play now, because I'm used to the power of the Xbox One. I just had to switch it off, but it's so big, this game. I've already done 50 hours on it, and the Xbox, well, the Far Cry Primal took 50 odd or 54 hours to complete, and I've done everything, unlocked all the village little bits and everything. There you go, 58 hours, and I've literally opened half of the map. I've literally got halfway. I think it was the King's Bridge or something, but he's double hard. He's double hard. Still a good game. I might come back to it, but maybe on the Xbox One. Yeah, it's bad saying it, but it's that processing power. You want that. You want that 60 frames per second, or however many it runs at. Again, load times are a bit better. The hard drive's not the fastest thing in the world. There's a 5200, I think, is spinning in this. 5452, not a 7200. So I mean, it's a bit better than DVD. Again, you can see how juddery it is. It's a bit worse for wear already. Pegamin! Hey! I always thought the controls were funny on this. You have to push it, like the old N64, you have to push it to drive it, and left and right. You haven't got a separate stick for the driving. But yeah, I think it's when I got to a fort, one of these forts, and all the graphic, there's a lot going on. I think it was struggling like hell. Yeah, there you go. which is a shame. Like I say, I really wanted to try and complete it.
Given to him by the lizard people living underneath Los Angeles in return for his loyalty. Oh, great!
You have the old auto drive, didn't you?
No, he's not, Aziz. He's not a part of the Illuminati, okay?
Yeah, I'll show you the map. There you go. Just literally got, yeah, past Kingsbridge. Just opening this lot now, and again, I spent 58 hours getting all the little, I think it was all the little diamonds and that from places. What were they? Loot. Yeah, just trying to get everything. And all the question marks and all the little, I just thought, Jesus, got to do it all again, another 50 odd hours. I haven't really got 50 odd hours to spend on it, so it put me off a little bit, but in another way, it's such a good game. You know, you want to just follow it. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting into it already. Anyway, I will leave you guys to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, stick it down below. Sorry about gabbling, but it needs to be done. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. See you later.